What's up guys, my name is Sebastian Stratman. I hope you guys are having a great day and will continue having one. Today I'm going to be installing the Merge Screens Apple CarPlay module. This is one where it actually adapts into your front screen or your top screen so you don't have to replace the entire thing. I'm not a big fan of the Tesla model, so if you guys like the two screens, this is going to be a great video for you and maybe give you an idea on what to purchase to get Apple CarPlay in your 2016 to 2019 Infiniti Q60. We're also going to have a full in-depth tutorial on how to put it in next video. This is going to be mainly the review for the people that want to see how it works and how well it works with the integrated system that it's already in place for the navigation and music and things like that. So I'm going to get right into the video and show you a few clips, and then I'm going to do a review of all the apps and everything that you can do with this new module. What's up guys, my name is Sebastian Stratman. I hope you guys are having a great day and will continue having one. I have a corrupt Q60 and I've been slowly modifying it. I don't know if this will go before or after I tune the car, but I am in the process of tuning, so if this is before, look out for that. I just got this. I was sponsored by Merge Screens. I'm pretty sure this is what this is. And it's pretty much a CarPlay / Android Auto screen for your car. Couldn't came in at any better of a time because I really want my EcuTech app to be on my screen, but it's not really possible with the stock screen. So I plan on installing this in the next few days, doing a review on it, and going from there. So I'm happy to do so. It doesn't look like there's much out on YouTube reviewing this product, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll also have the link to the screen itself down below, but keep on watching and see how it turns out. Don't mind the dog hair. I have a husky. If you have had one or have one, you know the pain. This is just kind of like an unboxing. All right. It says QX60. I hope they gave me the right one. Holy crap, really? Looks like it has the chip. I think I've actually seen a video on this. I may have been fibbing when I said I didn't. Looks like that's the mic. Aux cable. I really hope the tech that's gonna do this is gonna know what he's doing. Because I don't know what the heck all this stuff is. But none of the wires feel cheap. Like, this is braided. This is really nice. Came in like Chinese packaging, but it doesn't feel like Chinese quality, if that makes sense. Wiring's really solid. Like, it looks good quality. This too, like, this has a nice weight to it. It's me kind of think that it's pretty decent quality. None of the little, I always see this when I order stuff on Amazon, at least. This didn't come from Amazon, but these little bracket or spigot things right here always tend to be bent and stuff like that when it's cheap. But it was wrapped pretty well. Looks pretty solid. I might watch a video and see exactly how to install it. See if it's something I can do myself to record, but just being with how many wires and cords there is, I'm gonna guess I might have to pay someone to do this one. An antenna. I believe this is the little Bluetooth dongle, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. And then there's this little guy. Well, I'll probably see you at the shop when we start working on it. So all of this has to come out. I'm gonna have another video of the actual installation, but wow, it's kind of crazy seeing everything out of my car. Wow. So this is how your screen normally looks if you got a 2019 or under Q60. Same thing for the Q50. You're gonna have this regular navigation screen. It is pretty slow. You can add certain things like destinations, your home, points of interest. Points of interest are really outdated unless you want to pay for like a $400 SD card to get the newer model ones, but even then it's slow, it's clunky, and when you're driving with the directions, sometimes it's a little hard to see exactly where it's telling you to go. So I've been able to get used to it in about a year or so. I know how to use it, but This is really my only problem with the Q50, Q60 is that the navigation is horrible, and I don't know why they did not add CarPlay. They have CarPlay in the 2016 Maxima, but not their luxury edition Q60 or Q50 or even the Reds. So this is really all the settings you get. You can change when it talks to you, how it talks to you. Anyway, you get the gist. The screen that it comes factory is very basic, very simple. You don't get a whole lot of settings with it. There's not a lot of luxuries, even though this is the luxury edition. So how you are going to switch over to CarPlay once you get everything installed is you're going to hit this back button, hold it, and it'll switch over. So one thing is that there's many different wires that you did need to connect to get all the functionality. One of them is your microphone. My technician put mine right up here. There is vents here so they can hear me just fine, and it's not going to be blocked by AC. I believe the guy who did the video before me actually put his right there, which is kind of going to have an issue if you're ever wanting to talk while the AC's on. But as you can see here, the quality of the screen is actually really great, even though you're using the stock interface. You're not having to replace this actual screen. A lot of people complain about the quality, but the quality of the factory screen isn't bad. It's the format and the software that is such bad quality. But as you can see, you have phone, so you can go through your recent still, your contacts, messages. If I click into my messages, it'll have the people that I talk to the most, and I can click on certain things. I actually clicked one, so it stopped the video, but anyway, if I click on one, it'll read the last text that they sent me. Go back to maps. Actually, I'll go back to apps, and again, messages, maps. Everyone pretty much knows what maps is, but I'll go over that too. This is where you'll find your SoundCloud, Spotify, or stuff like that. If you click into music, it'll actually display the album cover, which is awesome. I don't know why they did not do that with the factory. It's so easy just to do that, but like if I click here, it just says audio. Or if I hit Bluetooth even, it doesn't give me the album cover. It gives me the song name, and that's. If I click Bluetooth, it'll automatically play, but it looks pretty much exactly like this. It says that there should be an album cover, but it never shows it. I've never got it to show. I've tried to use Apple Music, I've used Spotify, I've used SoundCloud. This actually gets to show your album cover, the name, where you're even listening to it from. So again, back, go to Infiniti. This is where you can you can add a USB port if you want. You can add an SD card. There's all kinds of setup options that you can use. Like you can even put a wallpaper into it. You can adjust your EQ still. We do have a CD player, so I imagine you can adjust something like that. Front view, I don't know what this does, so I'm going to click on it. CarPlay settings, call quality, there's all kinds of tests. This is actually how you're going to connect your Bluetooth, but it's just like any other device. You're going to go down, hit discover, and then it'll load up your phone or the nearby phone that's closest to it. So when my wife wants to get her phone connected, I can. You can also update it. It's brand new, so I don't need to update it right now. Wallpaper. Looks like there's quite a few options I can choose. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And as you can see, it's actually really, really responsive, which is awesome. So again, I'm gonna go back to CarPlay, show more apps, podcast, news. You have audiobooks, calendar, settings. So these are like your iPhone settings. You can show your appearance. If you change your appearance, it actually changes it on your phone as well. You can change your wallpaper as well on this. I did not realize that. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna do black and white. You can also have Waze. So if you like using Waze and you don't have a radar detector like I have, it automatically has it into the system, which is awesome. Uber driver, if you do Uber, I wouldn't suggest doing Uber with your Q. You're gonna blow those turbos so quick, but it's on there. So that's the basics of the system. I might go into a little bit more depth here in a little bit on maps, but anyway, I gotta get back to work. I'm still working. All right, so I'm back in my garage. I just wanna do one last little overview of everything. So I wanna go over the actual CarPlay or maps aspect of it, and I think the video will be pretty much finished. I'll do my final thoughts and we'll end it from there. All right, so on my drive home, I obviously used it. There is a few things that I noticed just to make this a 100% honest review. And one thing is my flipping, like, or changing the song through this. It's not the most functional. It still works. I think I'm still just gonna play with it and make sure I get everything right, because I don't want to say something's wrong when it could have been install error or whatever the case may be. But as for the maps, it is quick. I thought it might have some lag just because we're using like the 3G software that the Infinitis come with, but there is no lag at all. Like, if I drag the screen, it follows me perfectly. The original maps would not do this easy at all. I'll even show you. If we go back to this, it is laggy. It is very laggy. Go back. Follows my finger perfect. What's also cool is, like, say I want to go to work and I also want to go change the song. I can go to, you can actually have your iTunes library in this, which is awesome as well. I can go to music, I can change the song, and I'm glad it did it. It actually pops up which direction you're gonna need to go. So say, like, how I like seeing the album cover and the song of everything while I'm driving, I can have the song and everything displayed so I can change the song easily while still knowing where to go, because it gives me those directions. I can also go to my recents on my phone and I can see that my wife called me on Messenger. My tech called me at 1:38. It even gives me the time. And if I got a missed call, and I can call directly from here. Everything about this module works exactly how it's supposed to. And honestly, I've driven the 2021 Q50s. There is absolutely no difference besides this screen. So being that you can get this screen for like $500 or $600, it's well worth it. And then you don't have to trade in, you don't have to worry about all that. I have $8,000 in modifications in my car. I wouldn't want to just go trade in my car and have to redo all those installations. That would be annoying as hell. So part of where it connects is right here. You have two USB ports. This is, I believe, the Bluetooth dongle. So you can get Bluetooth. I think if you buy the package, it automatically comes with it. But if not, there is a separate thing you can buy for it. Again, don't mind the husky hair. There's a lot. Even though my husky doesn't get in here, there's still hair in it, but I clean it frequently. You can do just aux. So like, say I just wanted to plug in my iPhone and I didn't want to have to use Bluetooth, you can. Or if you want to use your EcuTech app and Bluetooth at the same time, it's completely functional. It's just like using your original Bluetooth. You can connect to your phone and your EcuTech app, which is awesome. So that's pretty much it for this part. I'm gonna do a final review, and yeah. So final thoughts. I think it's a great module. I think it's something that is heavily needed in the Q60. If you're not a big fan of the Tesla screen, this is a great model for you. They also do have a Tesla style screen. Like I said, I don't really care for having one big giant screen. I like having both. I also like being able to monitor my acceleration, even though I can do that in my EcuTech app. The performance app that's in the Infiniti already installed works great. The maps is fluent. The music sounds good still. It's not like changing your interface. All it is a microchip and an extra dongle for everything. I think it's a great system. If you guys are looking for Apple CarPlay in your 2016 to 2019 Q60 or Q50, this is a great option. The company is Merge Screens. They are super awesome. I actually talked to one of them over a couple weeks because I was supposed to get this review done last week, but I've had to work. I've had to do a lot of stuff, and the technician that was working on it needed some time to work me in as well. This is something that I didn't want to do myself just because I'm not very good with electrical and I tend to break things when I'm doing anything electrical, especially trim. So I had him do it. You can 100% do this on your own. My technician is gonna make an install video on his Q50. We're gonna put one in his as well. The same company, they're gonna help us out and send us one for his car as well, so you can see that it works for the 2014 3.7 Q50, the 2019 Infiniti Q60. The last year, the VR30 did not have CarPlay.
As for functionality, music sounds great. Maps is great. It's not slow at all. It's not what I figured. Like I said, kind of when I was in the car, I kind of had an idea that it was going to be a little slow just because we're using the stock interface, but it's not slow at all. It actually keeps up perfectly, better than the stock interface, and you're not even replacing the stock interface. The touchscreen is fine. Like, I 100% believe the software is the problem when it comes to how bad the response rate is on the factory system. As soon as they updated this software, the response rate is 3,000 times better. All the apps that it's supposed to work with has complete functionality. I do plan on downloading the EcuTech app in this, and in future videos I'll show you that. But this is a great addition to the car. I really needed it. I was planning on getting it, but like I was telling you guys in the last video, I'm doing performance first. Luxury items and cosmetics are gonna be very, very last. The next step in the build is gonna be wheels and suspension. So I'm gonna be upgrading the suspension, getting very, very lightweight wheels. After that, I'm gonna be doing some cooling stuff, and we'll go from there. I plan to have some like draggy videos and things like that in the near future, so look out for those. I do want to do more YouTube videos. My life gets ahead of me, 12-hour shifts. It's hard to do a video these days. So hit the bell tab down below. It's right next to the subscribe button if you guys want to subscribe as well. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll continue having one. Peace.